Hello, this is going to be called, I guess, channel standards for the future, or maybe channel update. Whatever I decide at the end of the video. But basically, I'm just gonna set up a few things that I would like to try and do with the channel. This is not gonna be related to content, but more so some rules I'd like to enforce to at least limit myself or keep myself in check, at least to standards that I believe I should always uphold. I won't say all these standards will be likely to be 100% permanent, but they will be at least, I'd say, 99% unlikely to change within the next few years. The first one I'd like to talk about would be video quality. I would like to make my video quality at minimum 2K, just because, it does look nicer on bigger TVs and all that. With the only exceptions I'd really like to leave for lower qualities would be if I'm traveling, or maybe I only have my phone at hand but I believe something is important enough to do it. Those are the only cases I would like to have it lower. As of right now though, that's something that's gonna take me a little while to achieve, since I'm gonna first get a new monitor to be able to record footage in higher qualities than 1080p first. Another one would be for reaction videos that I do. I'd like to uphold the standard that if they're over 2 minutes, cause 2-minute ones, let's say it's just something funny, like those ones I'd consider the only exceptions to this rule. Anything above that, I'd like to at least add 50% more to the video than, than just like a little laugh or maybe like a little smile, but at the end of it say absolutely nothing worthwhile in it. This is at least for me to add something to the video rather than just steal someone's video and put my face on it just looking at the video. And then there's another one for editing purposes. I prefer keeping it low editing as it allows me to spew out ideas I have faster. But if I do have any ideas that would require heavier editing, I will put time and thought to it. It's just that a lot of those take a lot of time out of my day, which I don't have an infinite amount of, and do take a lot of effort versus just putting out something super short and simple. Like a video like this, for example, would take me far less time than like a lot of those shorts that I put up related to my side. A few of them took me a few hours to make. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh one legit took me 4 hours to come up with, because not only did I have no clue how to make it, I did it to the best of my ability with like no direction or really knowledge of what to do. For politics, I will be talking about politics and I will state my ideals. I won't consider myself any political party or neutral, because at the end of the day, my interests align with what I believe is just best for me and my country. I don't care about which party they're from as long as I believe they're the best person fit for the job. And any opinions that people may have that they disagree with me, I'm not looking to really censor or anything. They can just do that as long as it's not related to a call for violence or spamming my videos. I'll leave them up if it's constructive. I also want to add a video of the week. This would be a random video that I see from a person and believe should get like notice from. So I will also add that to my video style. And then every once in a while, you'll either see a video from a big YouTuber or a small YouTuber that at least caught my attention for that week. And you guys can decide whether or not you want to watch the video, care about it, or even look into it. And now, transparency. I do not like the idea of spreading false information, and I will try to learn the best I can about a topic before commenting on it. There are chances that I do make minor mistakes, because everyone's human, and at the end of the day, some people can't do everything perfectly. But if I believe one of my videos, at another point counts as misinformation, I may either delete it or write a correction in the next video if it's like something small that I misrepresented on accident. Another one is related to YouTubers doing apologies. I don't believe I'll ever be in that position, but just in case if I ever do, because even PewDiePie, who's practically one of the best YouTubers with one of the best reputations got into some trouble over his years of being on the site. But if I ever do, I will take full accountability for it, for whatever it was. I will not make excuses. I will just say my side, and then after that, you guys can really decide what you think of it. But if I ever record myself crying or anything like that, you're free to shit on me. If I ever do that in the future, you're 100% free to shit on me for that, as that's the last thing anybody should do, because it's just cringy and it weaponizes people's emotions to be on your side, even though you might have done something bad. I also want to be transparent with all video tools and editing techniques I use. I won't go into like 100% detail on everything, but if you guys would like a simple video on it in the future, I would happily do it. Also, I want to add more community posts, but right now, not super often, just because I don't have the community big enough to really, have people answer my questions and all that. But yeah, eventually, if I can, I will add a couple every week, just because I think they're just fun little things that you can do without having much impact on forcing someone to waste their entire day. A few things that I will hold to a standard in which I easily will not like someone for are the following. People like EDP, another one is CP. I'm not gonna say that because YouTube monetization. Doxing people, death threats, or call to violence against somebody. I do not agree with any of that stuff. Eventually, I want to add my social media accounts to my account. As of right now, I don't really post anything on social media, but if I get the backing, I might as well start, just to at least eventually. I do plan to do a face reveal. I'm not planning it like a dream style thing where people kind of romanticize the idea of who he is, and then we're disappointed when he just looks like a normal average guy. And then, they told him he was ugly and stuff, even though in reality he was just a regular guy. Another one is, my audience is not for kids. Mine is more for teenagers and adults. I will not make any content related to kids or post videos as for kids on YouTube. But if any parent dislikes my content or whatever, at the end, they're responsible for keeping track of their kid. I believe a lot of kids should not be online, and a lot of parents neglect to do that. So it exposes them to a lot of bad stuff in the world, as well as, pornography and all that stuff. As that's the parents' responsibility ultimately, and if they fail, as for advertisers, deals, and whatever, if I do get any, I will try to fully investigate those companies to decide whether or not I agree with their views or values, or even if they're legit. I do not want to advertise something that is obviously a scam and then have all my viewers lose a bunch of money because of it. Like anything related to crypto, I will not support. The only thing I do support is those trading apps that, will give you a stock for someone using your referral code or whatever. But anything related to like some new scammy looking crypto thing, immediate rug pull at the end, I will not try to support things like that. If I do find out later that an advertisement was negative or lying about what they promised and I have reported on it, I will try to remove that part of the video and trim out the commercial entirely, as it may still have a negative impact on someone who would watch some of my older videos later on. I do not enjoy flex culture. I will put a few things behind my face to kind of personify who I am and what I am for you to get a better idea of the things I like. But I do not like things such as flexing money, pretending to have all these women, all that. I'm not going to do that shit. And one thing I do not want to do especially is tell you need a product in your life, one that you definitely do not need, especially if you're struggling in life. I will try to keep all of that away from everyone. And the final thing is, I do not like milking videos for content. There's a lot of videos I have that are only a few minutes on a subject, just because if I don't have any extra ideas on what to say about it, I would rather post a video like that than, milk it for views and whatever little extra money that a lot of YouTubers do. I do not like that stuff, and I do not want you guys to expect that stuff out of me. Also, I later plan on doing a food tier list video, on some stuff, which I'd like to first compare it to the advertisement photo, show you the food, and then tell you my rating of it based off of factors that I choose. But yeah, that's basically everything for the channel right now, as that's my update. So yeah, just do whatever you want.